The Quran is the holy book of Islam. It is revered by over 1 billion Muslims around the world and is considered the ultimate source of divine guidance. Muslims believe it is the word of God revealed to the Prophet Muhammad over many years. This revelation began in the year 610 CE, when Muhammad was meditating in the cave of Hira and continued for 23 years until his death. It is a guide for life and offers a path to spiritual enlightenment. The Quran addresses all aspects of human existence, including law, personal conduct, and morality. It provides a comprehensive framework for living a righteous life. The Quran's message is timeless, offering wisdom and guidance for all humankind. Its verses are recited in prayers, memorized by millions and studied deeply by scholars. Its teachings emphasize faith, compassion, and justice. The Quran calls for the protection of the weak and the establishment of a just society. It encourages acts of charity, kindness, and the pursuit of knowledge. For Muslims, the Quran holds immense significance. It is recited during daily prayers, read during special occasions, and serves as a source of comfort in times of distress. It is a source of comfort, inspiration, and guidance in all aspects of life. The Quran's verses are often recited to seek solace and strength, and its teachings are applied to everyday decisions and actions. Muslims believe that the Quran is the final revelation from God, completing the messages of earlier prophets like Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. It is seen as the culmination of a long line of divine messages, bringing clarity and completion to the teachings of previous scriptures. The Quran was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad gradually over a period of 23 years. This divine process began in the year 610 CE, when Muhammad was meditating in the cave of Hira near Mecca. The first revelation marked the beginning of a profound journey that would transform the spiritual landscape of the Arabian Peninsula and beyond. The angel Gabriel brought the divine messages to Muhammad. Each revelation was a moment of deep spiritual significance, often leaving the prophet in a state of awe and contemplation. Gabriel's role as the messenger was crucial as he conveyed the words of God with clarity and precision, ensuring that the message was understood and preserved. These revelations provided guidance and teachings for the early Muslim community in Mecca and later in Medina. They addressed various aspects of life, including morality, law, and spirituality, offering a comprehensive framework for personal and communal conduct. The early Muslims found solace and direction in these divine words, which helped them navigate the challenges of their time. Muslims believe that the Quran was perfectly preserved in its original Arabic. This preservation is seen as a testament to its divine origin and the meticulous efforts of the early Muslim community. The beauty of the Arabic language, with its rich literary tradition, adds to the Quran's profound impact and enduring legacy. From the time of the Prophet Muhammad, great care was taken to memorize and record the Quran. His companions, known as the Sahaba, played a vital role in this process. They committed the verses to memory and recited them regularly, ensuring that the words of God were preserved with utmost accuracy and reverence. Scribes wrote down the revelations on parchment, bones, and other materials. These early manuscripts were meticulously crafted, reflecting the deep respect and devotion of the scribes. The use of various materials highlights the resourcefulness and dedication of the early Muslims in preserving the Quranic text. The Quran's preservation is seen as a miracle by Muslims, ensuring its authenticity throughout history. This belief underscores the sacredness of the text and the divine protection it is thought to have received. The reverence for the Quran continues to this day as Muslims around the world recite, study, and cherish its teachings, maintaining a connection to the divine message revealed over 14 centuries ago. The Quran is organized into 114 chapters called surahs. Each surah, except for one, begins with the phrase Bismillah-ir-Rahman-ir-Rahim, meaning, in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Within each surah are verses called ayahs. The ayahs address a wide range of themes, from the nature of God to stories of the prophets to moral and ethical guidelines. The surahs are not arranged chronologically but are ordered roughly by length, with the longest surah at the beginning and the shortest at the end. The most fundamental concept in Islam, as emphasized in the Quran, is the oneness of God, or Tawhid. The Quran stresses that there is no God but Allah, the Arabic word for God. This belief forms the foundation of Islamic faith and practice. The Quran rejects all forms of idolatry and polytheism. It emphasizes that God is unique, without partners, children, or equals. The Quran encourages believers to develop a deep and personal relationship with God through prayer, reflection, and righteous actions. Section 5. Prophets and Messengers. Guidance through history. This section delves into the rich tapestry of divine guidance provided through the ages. The Quran recognizes a long line of prophets and messengers sent by God to guide humanity. These prophets were chosen to deliver God's message and to lead people towards righteousness and away from sin. These include Adam, who is considered the first prophet and the father of humanity, and Noah, who is known for his unwavering faith and the building of the ark to save his followers from the great flood. Abraham, who is revered for his devotion and willingness to sacrifice for God, Moses, who led the Israelites out of Egypt and received the Ten Commandments, Jesus, who is honored for his teachings and miracles, and finally, Muhammad, who is regarded as the seal of the prophets. Muslims believe that all prophets brought the same fundamental message of belief in one God and the importance of living a moral and ethical life. This message transcends time and culture, uniting people of different backgrounds in a shared faith. The Quran emphasizes that Muhammad is the final prophet sent to confirm and complete the messages of earlier prophets. His life and teachings are seen as the culmination of God's guidance to humanity. The stories of the prophets in the Quran serve as lessons and reminders for believers, highlighting the importance of faith, perseverance, and obedience to God's will. These narratives are not just historical accounts, but are meant to inspire and guide Muslims in their daily lives, encouraging them to uphold the values of compassion, justice, and devotion. Section 6. Morality and Ethics, a framework for life. The Quran provides a comprehensive framework for moral and ethical conduct. It emphasizes values such as honesty, integrity, kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. The Quran encourages Muslims to treat others with respect and justice, regardless of their faith or background. It forbids lying, cheating, stealing, and other forms of dishonesty. The Quran stresses the importance of family ties, encouraging respect for parents, elders, and relatives. Charity and helping those in need are highly emphasized in the Quran. Section 7. Social justice, compassion, and equity. The Quran strongly advocates for social justice, fairness, and equality. It condemns oppression, exploitation, and injustice in all forms. The Quran emphasizes the importance of taking care of the poor, the needy, and the marginalized. It encourages believers to establish a just and equitable society where everyone has equal opportunities. The Quran's teachings on social justice serve as a call to action, inspiring Muslims to work towards creating a more compassionate and equitable world. Section 8. The Quran in daily life, prayer, reflection, and action. The Quran is not meant to be merely a book to be read. It is a guide for living a meaningful and purpose-driven life. Muslims are encouraged to read, reflect upon, and understand the Quran's message. The Quran's verses are recited during daily prayers. Its teachings influence Islamic law, ethics, and culture. Muslims strive to embody the Quran's values in their daily interactions, striving to be honest, compassionate, and just in all their dealings. Section 9. Interpretation and Understanding, Seeking Meaning. Muslims believe that the Quran is a living text that speaks to people across time and cultures. Scholars and individuals engage in the interpretation of the Quran, seeking to understand its deeper meanings and relevance to contemporary issues. Different schools of thought and interpretations have emerged throughout Islamic history. However, the core message of the Quran, emphasizing the oneness of God, ethical living, and social justice, remains constant. Section 10. The Quran's enduring impact shaping individuals and societies. The Quran has had a profound impact on human civilization for over 14 centuries. It has shaped the beliefs, values, and practices of Muslims worldwide. The Quran's teachings have inspired countless acts of charity, social reform, and artistic expression. Its message of peace, compassion, and justice continues to resonate with people of all faiths. The Quran's emphasis on knowledge and learning has led to significant advancements in science, mathematics, and philosophy throughout history. Section 11. Conclusion: a timeless message. The Quran is a book of immense spiritual and intellectual depth. Its message of faith, compassion, and justice transcends time and cultures, offering guidance and inspiration to humanity. Understanding the Quran's core teachings provides valuable insights into Islamic beliefs, values, and practices. The Quran's emphasis on the oneness of God, ethical living, and social justice continues to resonate in the 21st century, offering a path for personal growth, societal harmony, and global understanding.